Hello and welcome, my dear students. I hope you all are fit and fine. I, Namita Srivastav, welcome you all in online class. We are going to cover another chapter of English language, chapter 7, topic pronoun. In this video, we will discuss pronoun and its kind. So let's start. The word pronoun consists of two words, pro and noun. Pro means in place of and noun means name. Therefore, the word which comes in place of a noun is called pronoun. We use a noun for the first time in a sentence and then from second time onwards we use a pronoun instead of using noun again. Read the following sentences, we'll understand. Rehana and Manju are friends. Rehana and Manju like each other. Rehana and Manju are lovely girls. Everyone likes Rehana and Manju. Each of the above sentences is about Rehana and Manju. Their names have been used repeatedly. It sounds very awkward. Now read the following sentences by using the pronoun. Rehana and Manju are friends. They like each other. They are lovely girls. Everyone likes them. Now it does not sound awkward. The words they and them have been used in place of Rehana and Manju. Such words are used to avoid repetition of a noun. So pronouns are words that are used in place of noun. Now here different kinds of pronouns. First we will discuss personal pronoun. Personal pronouns refer to the person speaking, the person spoken to, and the person, place or thing spoken about. Pronouns which are used for the names of persons are called personal pronouns. These pronouns stand for three persons in all. You must be knowing first person, second person and third person. First person, the first person is the person who is speaking. Means I and we. I we use for singular and we use for plural. For example, I am working. We are studying. Here I and we, first person. The second person is the person who is spoken to. Means you, your and yours. For singular also and for plural also. Third person. The third person is the person who is spoken of. Means he, she, it and they. For singular we use he, him, his, she, her, hers, it and its. For plural we use they, them, their and theirs. Like nouns, personal pronouns too have cases. The case of a pronoun tells us about the position of that pronoun in a sentence. In English, there are three positions or cases of personal pronouns. First is the subjective case, second is the possessive case and third is the objective case. In subjective case, when pronoun is used as a subject of a verb in a sentence, it is said to be in the subjective case. It comes before the verb in the sentence. Examples, you are my friend. Here you is subject. He works hard. Here he is the subject. Now possessive case. When a pronoun is used to indicate possession or belongingness of a pronoun, it is said to be in possessive case. It comes after the verb in a sentence. Example, this house is mine. Here mine shows possessions. That book is yours. Means mine, ours, yours, his, hers, and theirs are used as possessive case. Objective case. When a pronoun is used as an object of a verb in a sentence, it is said to be in the objective case. It comes after the verb in the sentence. For example, he plays with them. Here them is the object. The teacher called me. Me is the object. The leaders praised him. Him is the object. Examples of me, you, it, us, her, and them are used as objective case. You can see the chart. Subjective case, objective case, and possessive case. You will understand easily, children. Now, possessive pronouns. A possessive pronoun is a pronoun that is used to indicate possession or ownership. In other words, possessive pronoun shows possession or ownership. Mine, ours, yours, his, hers, theirs are examples of possessive pronouns. It is given here. You can use 2, 3, I will tell you. This is my laptop. It is mine. Mine is possessive pronoun. These glasses are mine, not yours. Yours is the possessive pronoun. This is my brother's book. It is his. His is the possessive pronoun. Possessive pronouns in singular we use mine, yours, hers, his, its. For plural we use ours, yours, and theirs. Demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns identify and specify nouns and pronouns. They are used as subject and object pronouns. This and these refer to nouns that are nearby. That and those refer to nouns that are far. Pronouns which are used to point out or demonstrate person or thing are called demonstrative pronouns. For example, this, that, these, those. This is my cat and those are its kittens. These are ripe mangoes. This is the best gift for my brother. Interrogative pronoun. Pronouns which are used to ask questions are called interrogative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns are used for introducing questions. Refer to nouns we don't know, which is used for both subject and object. It refers to a person or a thing. Example, which of these books is yours? Whom is used when the pronoun is the object. It refers to a person. Whom are you going to invite? What is used for both subject and object? It refers to a thing. What is your friend's name? Who is used when the pronoun is the subject? It refers to a person. Who made the birthday cake? Reflexive pronouns are essential to the meaning of a sentence. Act as the object of a sentence. So the receiver of an action. Follow a verb or a preposition. Reflexive pronouns are used to reflect the action done by the subject upon it. In other words, it refers to the same person as the subject to the verb. It is formed by adding self for singular number or selves for multiple plural numbers to the personal pronoun. For example, I completed the project myself. She is very proud of herself. He baked the cake himself. Reflexive pronouns such as myself, herself, himself, and yourself always refer to the subject in a sentence. They are used when the subject and the object refer to the same person. The singular reflexive pronouns myself, yourself, himself, herself, and itself. For plural reflexive pronoun, ourselves, yourselves, themselves. That's all for this video lecture. It was the part 1. The other kinds of pronoun we will discuss in part 2. Emphatic pronouns are used to emphasize upon the actions done by the subject. Like reflexive pronouns, these two are formed by adding self or selves to the personal pronouns. For example, he himself offered to help me. I myself don't want to go there. They themselves are guilty of the lapse. You yourself are to be blamed for this loss. She herself came to me asking for his address. Children, some points you have to remember. Reflexive and emphatic pronouns differ in their meanings they give to the sentence and the sentence structure they follow. A reflexive pronoun answers the question whom, while an emphatic pronoun lends emphasis to the subject of the verb. In a sentence, emphatic pronoun comes just after a personal pronoun while the reflexive pronoun comes after a verb. Indefinite pronouns. Pronouns which refer to persons or things in general and do not point to any one or anything in particular are called indefinite pronouns. For example, one must do one's duty honestly and leave the rest to God. Some of our classmates donated blood yesterday. Many of them got late and missed the train. Nobody knows what went wrong with our hockey team. There is hardly anything worthwhile watching on TV nowadays. All, some, few, one, many, anything, something, someone, each are the examples of indefinite pronouns. Distributive pronouns. Each, either, neither are called distributive pronouns because they refer to persons or things one at a time. For this reason, they are always singular and thus followed by the verb in singular. Distributive pronouns show persons or things taken as a whole or in a separate groups. A distributive pronoun represents a group of words which overlap with other classes of noun. For example, all efforts were useless. They took neither offer. Either of you can go. Neither of the accusation is true. Reciprocal pronouns. Reciprocal pronouns are used when two or more subjects, means people or things, are doing the same thing and experiencing the same consequences. To refer to two people, we normally use each other. To refer to more than two people, we normally use one another. There are two reciprocal pronouns, each other and one another. Rai and Wrinkle helped each other. In this, it was the example of the reciprocal pronouns. Relative pronouns. Relative pronouns refer to the nouns or pronouns already mentioned in the sentence. A relative pronoun also joins two sentences together. It comes after the word it describes. Example, she is the girl who sings well. who sings songs. The word who in above example is a relative pronoun that modifies, means tell more about the noun. The noun is here girl. The same pronoun joins the sentence she is the girl to a clause sings songs. One more example. It is the dog which barks at strangers. In relative pronouns, you can see relative pronouns who and whom be used for persons, which, things and animals, whose, persons and things, that, persons, animals and things. Now, some points you have to remember, that these are important points. A pronoun is a word which is used in place of noun. Pronouns used for persons are called personal pronoun. There are three persons. First person, the person who speaks. Second person, the person who is spoken to. Third person, the person who is spoken of. Demonstrative pronouns are used to point out persons or things. Interrogative pronouns are used to ask questions. Reflexive pronoun refers to the same person as the subject of the verb. Emphatic pronouns are used to emphasize the action done by the personal pronoun as the subject of the sentence. Relative pronouns refer to the nouns or pronouns already mentioned in a sentence. It relates to sentences. Indefinite pronouns refer to persons or things in general and do not point out to anyone or anything in particular. Possessive pronouns are used to show possessions. I hope you all understood this chapter. Exercises are given in the books. Solve it. Till now, keep practicing, keep learning, study well at home. That's all for this video lecture. Thank you so much.